It won't be the same without Dave and Chany there. All the good luck and best wishes from me. It won't be the same in Tennessee. Goodbye, David. Goodbye, Chany. I hope you'll come to visit in good old Tennessee. Wish you're gonna miss you. It was a lot of fun. We'll drink a Jack Daniels to toast you when you're gone.
David and Chany, this is really bittersweet to have to say goodbye so early on since we've been here.
We would like to honor a most deserving couple, David and Chany Fleischhacker.
David and Chany have been so much a part of what Baron Hirsch is.
We are about to lose a real first-class mensch.
I only know Baron Hirsch as being run by David, and I literally don't understand how we're moving forward without him.
It's very hard to put into words the lasting memories you have both left on the Memphis Jewish community.
David's departure is really a tough blow to the shul, but it's also a celebration. It's a celebration of thinking of where we are, how we got here, and what a significant role that David contributed to getting us here.
I can't even imagine what Memphis will be like without both of them.
I must say, I don't think there are enough words in our dictionary to really describe David in whole.
Yeah, so we feel, really bittersweet because we're so happy for them that they're making Aliyah, but we're also really sad for our community.
I think David and Chany leaving Memphis is going to be a huge loss to not only Baron Hirsch, but the entire community.
People with the talent that he has and personality that he exhibits are not common. You find a few and hopefully you hold on to them.
David has done an enormous amount at Baron Hirsch. It's hard to believe what he accomplished.
You have set an example as to what it means to give selflessly.
He is Mr. Baron Hirsch.
He was instrumental to all facets of the operation.
David has worked tirelessly for Baron Hirsch. He is always there. He did everything selflessly to just make Baron Hirsch a better place.
David and Chany are wonderful, wonderful people.
Well, Chany, besides what she does as an art teacher, I see her come in, I see her helping David, as well as their children. It's really like a family effort.
It was just amazing to watch her with the students.
She is just so incredible. She works so hard for this community, and we all feel it, every single day, and we're so appreciative. She's just a pleasure to be around. And positive, great art teacher for all my kids.
Your artisticness, your inner midot of tzniut, of emuna, and of just simcha all the time have inspired me.
I don't use this word very often, but I love both of you.
David grew up in Memphis and at Baron Hirsch.
He was kind of a poster child at Baron Hirsch growing up. He really was the apple of the eye of Rebbe Grossman.
David, Bernard and I remember years ago when you were valedictorian at White Station High School. We were so proud, and we didn't even know you. Then you returned with your beautiful and talented wife, Chany, and family.
As Rabbi Grossman always used to say to us before they moved here, David Fleischhacker and Chany are going to move to Memphis one day.
I want to go back 20 years ago when I was president of the Baron Hirsch, and my greatest and possibly only successful accomplishment was to hire you as our executive director.
When Baron Hirsch had the need for an executive director, he saw that posting and came down and, of course, interviewed it and was by far the most impressive person that we had applying for that job.
It was about almost 2 decades ago, and my phone rang at my office, and it was David. He thought it might be time to move home, and was there an opportunity for him at Baron Hirsch?
And I recall the short conversation we had on the phone. I asked you, what do you want? I don't care. Come on down right away. We need you.
I did everything but blurt out, I can't believe you're calling. I'm so excited that you're interested.
When you first came, the rabbi and Ed Brucker were in the process of dragging us into a more modern synagogue. But without you, that could not have possibly been successful.
Your ability to come back to Baron Hirsch, specifically for the focus of Hakarat Tov for everything that Baron Hirsch served for you, has really been such a message for me and I think the rest of the community.
He has just taken on so much during his tenure.
During the terrible pandemic, you were there for us.
By making it possible to continue with services even through difficult conditions.
He always looked for ways to involve the members via Zoom.
When COVID came, people thought, how can he do more? And you took care of that too.
David has truly stepped up and kept our congregation going and together.
He was involved in every aspect of the synagogue, without exception.
Many of our Baron Hirsch family who have experienced all their life cycle events, simchas, weddings, funerals, attended the hundreds if not thousands of programs, may not realize that you have been behind the scenes of every one of those events.
David, it's been wonderful working with you over the past 20 years. I do remember that I made 613,000 pieces of kugel and 999,999 cookies.
And this is the 1 millionth cookie.
We will miss her at the academy and teaching the kids. Wonderful memories of her working dinners, Hanukkah parties. It's always fantastic what she can come up with to help us make an exciting table or to have an exciting idea for an event. She's just really easy to work with and kind to work with, and I will really miss those times with her.
And he was, a person that wanted everything done just so, but then when you came up with an idea, he kind of, digested it and said, okay, let's do it.
To see how he could deal with every tiny detail that I brought to his attention with compassion, with competence, with interest, and still worry about a million other things at the same time. I was so impressed. He will truly be missed.
Your ability to connect to everybody in the shul, or at least know what everybody in the shul is looking for or interested in, is really impressive.
I think David has also reached communities outside of Memphis, specifically in his involvement with Camp Jerome. I worked there for 4 summers, and David would always just pour his heart and soul into Camp Jerome and attracting people from the Memphis community and other southern communities, and giving kids a place to go for the summer and have a fulfilled Jewish experience and with lots of fun and great memories.
Working with David has been such a great experience. David is such an amazing boss. First off, a mentor. In every sense of the word. David was an advocate for the younger adults at Baron Hirsch, and over the last many years has enabled programming, events, spend within the shul's budget to make sure that the young families felt like Baron Hirsch was their home as well.
I got really involved in the Young Professionals Committee, and basically, the committee would have ideas and David would really bring them to fruition.
Your input and guidance planning these life cycle events meant so much to us. Thank you again for all you have done for the entire family.
Your whole family is always at every event, greeting people, taking money, serving, cleaning up. You guys do it all. You do it all with a smile. We've come to count on that from you.
But with David also comes a support cast, and his support cast is his family. His wife, Chany, is an amazing person, as talented as anybody. His 3 children, Leah, Nachi, and Yehudit, are wonderful, wonderful children.
There's supposed to be a point in every child's life where they discover that their parents aren't the perfect, flawless beings they had always seen them as, but luckily as I grew up, I never really had to deal with that.
Something my parents have always taught me was the importance of a Jewish community. Daddy, your pride and joy that you show when you come home from work at the end of the day has not only inspired me to choose a career path which I find fulfilling, but has taught me the importance of using your skill set, your talents to contribute to the community.
You show me that when you really care about what you do, no job is too big, and maybe even more importantly, no job is too small.
My mom as well
with her dedication to the school, and I always see how excited the kids are to see her, and it always makes me smile to see how happy that she makes them.
Mommy, even though you never held a formal role at the shul, the hours that you've given to the office, to the mikveh, and just making people feel welcome has taught me the importance of chesed and of kindness to everyone in the community.
You both have always approached everything you do with passion and joy for providing everyone who comes to Baron Hirsch with the resources, with the experience, and with the sense of community that we all need.
To both of you, I just want to thank you for being a perfect example the past 20 years of what it means not only to give to your community, but to respect your place of spiritual growth with love, with respect. And I wish I could be there celebrating in person right now, but I can't wait to welcome you at Ben Gurion Airport in just a couple of months.
You talk about David and Chany Fleischhacker. I believe you're going to hear a lot of the same adjectives over and over again.
David has, in my opinion, become something of an octopus. He started off with one job, and now he's done literally 7 or 8 jobs.
The shul's really going to miss what all that you bring to it, the knowledge, the institutional knowledge, the knowledge that you've gained over these last 20 years.
I don't know who I'm going to be able to go to. David, I come to your office and I have questions about people in the community, about things getting done in the community, and now I'm just going to go into your office and just, have to say hello to your chair.
They say that everyone is replaceable, but this is going to be extremely difficult.
I won't say they're hard to replace, they're impossible to replace.
He needed to be twins because he needed to be in 2 places at once.
It's going to take 3 people to do the work that you have been doing by yourself.
And they're looking for 2 or 3 people to replace what he did.
No 3, 4, 5 people could ever replace.
He did more jobs than 3 people could do.
2 to 3 people?
Probably by a whole team of people.
We're just not sure if we can afford 3 people to do your job.
Hi, it's David Fleischhacker at Baron Hirsch, and I wanted to tell you all about the free giant candy you can win this Simchas Torah. Look at what we have here. We've got a giant Whirly Pop. We have extra long Twizzlers. Wishing everyone Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.
Besides just being the consummate professional executive director, he's been a remarkable friend to so many of us.
He cares about the shul. He cares about its members.
Chany is a very reliable friend. She's there for you when you need her. She's a good listener. She's up for learning Torah anytime. She's just a good person to be around.
From the time we've moved into the community, they've been wonderful, welcoming presences, wonderful friends.
Ever since we've been coming, David and Chany have always been so warm and welcoming.
We completely have David and Chany to thank for bringing us here to Memphis.
Even before we moved here to Memphis, David and Chany were a tremendous support for us.
My wife and his wife are just so close, and she'll surely be missed.
And we'll continue to treasure that friendship even as they move on to Eretz Yisrael.
And his loyalty and commitment to Rabbi Grossman and each rabbi thereafter has really made a major difference in our congregation.
We're going to miss you being the model of what it means to be a Jew in Memphis, of what it means to come to davening every single day, of what it means to do chesed, quiet chesed. You have taken this job and made it not a job, but what we call avodas hakodesh, something that is so special and holy.
David is an excellent Baal Tefillah. He's an excellent leader of services.
David is professionally trained. He went to Yeshiva University, and cantorial studies was a big part of his college education.
And he's very careful in the pronunciation of Hebrew. He knows exactly how to pronounce Hebrew. He knows all the different settings of the prayers.
Chany, you're an exemplary role model, so creative. Your davening it's just a pleasure to watch.
It's an honor to know when David is leading the services, because we know that he's not just qualified technically, but he's qualified so spiritually to be that person, to have the honor and to give the honor to us
So I want to give Hakarat HaTov, recognition to Chany for the many, many years of selfless help for the homeless.
Dave and Chany making Aliyah at this time sends a very big message to everyone how important it is to move and live in Israel, and that it's like action speaks louder than words, and that's very important.
There is a town in Israel known for its rising sun. It'll be the home of the fleish hackers. While from Baron Hirsch they'll be gone, a couple so well liked and loved, their talents well known. They'll be great additions to Eretz Yisrael, their newfound home.
It's my pleasure to wish both of you a long life and good health.
Hatzlacha rabah, much success in your Aliyah to Israel.
The Memphis Jewish community has collectively benefited from your talents year in and year out.
We have a very talented and very well-loved couple.
We're so proud of you that you're making this leap and making Aliyah to Israel. We will miss you terribly.
We wish you the best. Want to say thanks for everything that you've done for us as a couple, for the synagogue, for the community.
David and Chany, I'm personally going to miss you so much. This community will not be the same without you.
We can't wait to see how Israel will be elevated with your Aliyah.
You're paving the way.
Healthy, happy, living the dream of next year in Jerusalem.
Just want to wish y'all the best. You mean so much to Baron Hirsch, to the community, and to us.
And we are so happy for you, and we will miss you, but hope to visit you in Israel.
May you have good health and happiness and nachas from your children. We will miss you terribly, but we're only a phone call away, and we hope to visit you many times in Israel.
And David would make sure to have tickets for all of the kids, and he would give them these tickets. And he would give them a ticket if they were dancing, and if they were singing, and if they were participating, and if they were having fun. And we are so happy that you are making Aliyah, that we just wanted to give you some tickets.
We're so proud of you and everything you've done for your community and your shul. And thank you to the Baron Hirsch Synagogue for recognizing how much they mean to you, how much their family has done for your community over the years. We're definitely going to miss you, and we wish you hatzlacha in your making Aliyah.
Mazel tov to David and Chany.
We are going to miss you greatly, and may we always stay in touch.
We miss Camp Jerome. Bring it back with David.
I think everyone's going to miss them. I know I will. We'll miss you, but we'll look forward to seeing you in Israel.
Mazel tov to a happy and healthy future.
You have both been an asset to our shul and our community.
We look forward to seeing you on our next trip to Israel.
And David, we just want to wish you and Chany and your family all the best of health and happiness. We will miss you, but I know you've wanted to go to Israel for so long.
You're there, but you're inconspicuous, and that's what makes you so humble and so wonderful. And to tell you that you'll be sorely missed at Baron Hirsch would be the understatement of the year.
Mazel tov on your Aliyah. We are so excited for you.
Mazel tov and much success.
We wish you the best of luck, and we're sure
Yes.
you're going to be successful and love it there.
B'hatzlacha, we can't wait to be back there in Israel with you.
David and Chany v'shavu banim l'gvulam. I know this is a fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
Thank you. We'll miss you.
Mazel tov, David and Chany. On behalf of the entire Lewis family, we will definitely miss you guys.
Don't forget about coming back to visit us.
We're going to miss you, but we know you're going to a good place.
Mazel tov and tzeitzchem l'shalom.
Mazel tov, David and Chany. We'll miss you.
Thank you on behalf of our congregation and the entire Jewish community of Memphis.
David and Chany, as we say goodbye to you, we realize that Baron Hirsch has only been as successful as it has because of your work, because of your presence here. And all that we can say is that from our hearts, we promise to do our very best to make sure that everything that you have built here continues to shine in the very best way possible. Mazel tov on making Aliyah. We look forward to hearing about all your successes, and please know, with every one of those successes, Baron Hirsch community is right behind you every step of the way.